What's up, guys? Not Cards here. I'm here today with Jeremy Mcdaniel, the winner of the 2022 Nashville Regional. So you can just take it away, man.
I appreciate it. So I'm playing Adventure Dragon League today. I'm not on the 60 card build because I wanted to see more side deck cards, so I was able to trim it down to 50. And the final record was 701, so I got a draw in the last round. But we'll get to the profile. So, hand traps first, which is kind of what the format takes care of right now. You need to play a lot, so we're playing the best ones in my opinion. Ignore the one bell. I wanted to up it to 50 cards in the deck, so I just wanted to throw in one more hand trap. In theory, this all wasn't that great. I probably could have replaced it with the Gamma package that's in the side, but it worked well for the regional, and so when I sided it in, the Gamma package, these were usually what came out based on the matchup. But those are the hand traps. Following from that, it's just standard Brave Engine stuff. The rights are obviously in the spell cards. People like to argue that Pure is the best way to play Dragon Link. I just think that you get so much advantage off this. This is just a pseudo brick, but not really, because it is a winged beast that leads into Romulus. Even though you can use the negate to protect your plays, the fact that it generates a level 4 token really helps your synchro plays a lot, so I think that this engine is just really good. Plus, milling it off Chaos Ruler is just something that's unexpected and gives you a free negate when your opponent just doesn't see it coming. So that's good right there. We only played 2 black metal and the red MD. The reason I cut one of the black metals is because I wanted to put 1 for 1 in the deck, and that way if I open multiple black metal less, that way 1 for 1 would serve more of an extender or as a starter, so it served more roles. And I also play 1 more good level 1 target in the deck other than the 2 black metal. This is really good for the deck, of course. Small rocket package still. Going forward, I still think I should up this to either another tracer or another recharger. There are just some hands where you open too many rocket cards. Specifically, you either already open a tracer, maybe double quick launch, or any combination of that, and you find yourself running out of rocket cards quickly, and it just kind of turns into bricks. If you can resolve tracer again for another sync 8 play with having another recharge deck, I think that'd be good. Plus, this has better synergy with what I'm playing in the deck would be like DPE and just destruction-based removal in general for the revive effect. So going forward, I think I would up this a little bigger. I don't know which card specifically, but another rocket card would be good for the engine. That's good right there. This was something that I don't think many people are playing right now unless you're playing 60. Levianeer's been pretty common, but I think Brotar has been really new. Biggest thing I did with Brotar is this is the other 1 for 1 target. Lets you play through more boards. And this is a very destruction-based format with Prank Kids and DPE being as popular as it is. So hard drawing this or it being in the graveyard dumped off Ravine or the Chaos Ruler really lets you extend further. It gets you to your rocket plays, gets you to a baby dragon, gets you to Levianeer. And this is by far the best target I have now for when I get nibbed on seal. Once they give me the token, I special summon a Brotar, can use it to search Levianeer, and that still leads to an Anaconda, and I've just ripped a card out of their hand. The basis of this deck is that you don't mind your opponent hand trapping you a lot because you can play through a lot. So as long as you're able to win the grind game, you kind of want them to waste resources from their hands. Only one time my opponent didn't hand trap me the entire time, and I actually got worried because our combo isn't as impressive as these base decks. We still put up 3 interruptions and usually search a hand trap off a Chaos Ruler, but we want them to waste the resources. Baby Dragon standard, and I did opt to play the DPE package. I'm not playing Dasher, I'm just playing Plasma. It's a good backup plan in case you get Scythe Lock or you're going against Flunder, but biggest thing is if I mill it off Chaos Space or Chaos Ruler, you can put it back with Chaos Space, draw a card, but if you mill Celestial, you kind of have to add it to hand if you really want to go for the DPE line. But that is it for all the monsters. It's a good bit of them. The right Adventure, the Eclipse spell. Standard, absolutely. Nothing to say about it if you're playing the master already for it. Chaos Space, I think that's still self-explanatory. And now we're playing Levianeer again, so we get to search that off too. Quick launch, better E-Tail in my opinion.
Broken card.
One card Chaos Ruler, 1 card Savage, 1 card Dark, 1 card Anaconda. Insane. Very, very good. The 2 Fusion Destinies, yeah, they're pretty, and I'm borrowing them.
Yeah, let's go.
Exactly what you think it's played for. You could play 1, but you want to play 2 in case you mill it, but it's also good to hard open. The field spells, insane. Again, people think that it's bad to open these. It just means that you get these 2 faster. They're not free when you're playing through Interruption, but already hard opening these is still really good. 2 talents. These are fine. They only came against 1 matchup, but it was a really funny matchup. The only time I saw this was against a player playing Dragoon, so I was able to take it for the game, and then I never saw it for the rest of the day.
Very nice.
So
Very nice.
Did exactly what it needed to do. And last 2 spells of the deck. Good 1-ups. 1 for 1, like I said, being able to pitch Absa Router or just an Enchantress is just so much value. And the Foolish Barrel because it lets you pivot into either the Brave Engine or your Rocket package. So very versatile. And that is the main deck. It is 50 cards. Like I said, I didn't want to play the full 60 this time because we thought our side deck was really good for the event. So we just didn't want to play 60 and risk not being able to see it all. For the extra deck, pretty cut and dry, I think. We have the Link 1, Striker Dragon, Pisty, Obviously, great Link 2's Dark, MVP of the day, insane being able to summon people's DPEs, their Anacondas for Link plays. A lot of times I would just summon it to run into a body just to search Levineer because you could take away the opponent's follow-up.
Dark is insane.
Dark is really good this format. I love everything about it. Anaconda, the DPE, Romulus, Seal. So this was actually a different target, but this is the Super target. I find that this deck actually doesn't have the tightest extra deck, so I couldn't think of anything else. I wanted to put one target in the side deck, so I just main decked one other one just in case. The other one would be the Starving Venom Dragon. I never made the Starving Venom Dragon. I made this every time because it's really good against Prank Kids. They end on a Battle Butler or the DPE. If you just normal summon a Dark Monster, you get to get rid of the DPE. This is really good going against Interruption. It has a quick effect, so I like this target a lot, and I think it's going to get a lot better going into the Branded Fusion era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sync 8s and the 9. Chaos Ruler, best card of the deck. Savage did not make it that much, but it's there if you need it. And Hot Red, I prefer to make Hot Red more than Savage Dragon. Oh, that's 0 there. Link Spider, it just makes your Brave Engine a 1-card Anaconda. So if you're really desperate, the only time this deck ever really bricks is if you brick on hand traps. So if you can still have 3 hand traps in hand and get to the Brave Engine and end on DPE, DPE hand trap should get you through most games, especially with the Pot of Greed at the end. Access Code, and then the Link 3s. Traverse and Pisty line is really good. I never made Unicorn. These could be other things, honestly. This would probably be a Quad Boral. But I used most of the cards in extra deck, and the ones that I didn't use, I never missed anything in the day, so I cannot complain. So really happy with this. And shout out to Russell for having a really cool token. Alright, last thing for the side deck. I'm missing 2 Drolls, so pretend, 2 Drolls. Forgot I couldn't find them right now. I returned them to a friend, but really good in the side deck. Probably should have played a 3rd one, but side was kind of tight. Gammas, like I said, going forward.
Best card.
Best card. 1-card Chaos Ruler. Everyone played into it. I played so many Prank Kids that they all just shotgun their Bow Wows, and it's just a free advantage right there. And even if they negate it with Griffin, they still bait out the Griffin negate with 1 card. It's really good, and it's a light. Good for that right there. MVP of the day, Super Poly. The reason I wanted to play this deck in general is because I knew it was good to side deck Super Poly. I expected a Prank Kid meta, I expected a PK meta, not really too much PK, but a base meta in general, and this is, in my opinion, the best option to stop the Scythe Lock if you don't hand trap them to Oblivion. You have good targets, you get rid of DPE super easy, and a lot of people are not shotgunning the Scythe Lock as often, so if you can just normal summon a Dark Monster, use your priority to fuse away the DPE, you're not getting Scythe Locked anymore, set of Interruption, and you can probably play through the rest of it. So MVP of the day was really good because I played so many Prank Kids, especially when they resolve Pandemonium, they summon Bow Wow, Battle Butler, and then you have priority to fuse it away. Only reason I wanted to play this deck, to be completely honest, because it plays with this so well. And then finally, generic back row hate, and then the other fusion target. Like I said, I never made Starving Venom, but these were here if I ever played the back row matchup. I never sided into these except these against Prank Kids, these against any Scythe Lock deck, but I didn't play any of those. This came in for Prank Kids, but I never saw it, but they're obviously there for, reasons if you ever play that Eldritch matchup. But luckily I didn't play that many today, so I didn't need to see them. And that is the deck.